Hey everyone, this is Chansky. Welcome to another StarCraft 2 beta commentary. I'm going to show you a 2-on-2 game this time on Twilight Fortress. This is one of the newer maps in the StarCraft lineup. We have me, Chansky, in purple, Toss, and Some Hotful in teal, Terran, at the top right base. And at the bottom, this is actually a mirror matchup. We've got Toss and Terran we're up against Linko and Heredity. Now, we lost a game against these players once before. It was actually the game right before this game that I'm showing you now, and it was on this same exact map. And we lost because they just straight up out-microed us, I'm not gonna lie. It was my fault. I was in charge of the offense and I screwed it up. But I'm not going to show you how I screwed up. Instead, I'm going to show you how we redeemed ourselves. And it's funny. I'm going to do my normal build here. And what we have with Linko likes to scout in 2v2s. I'm not a big fan of scouting in 2v2s unless I'm cannon rushing or something with my probe. But he likes to scout. I'm not really sure why. I don't scout in 2v2s because usually they push you out of their base with their marine, or you know you're too early and you don't really catch what they're doing. It's really rare that they ever catch me doing something that's out of the ordinary that would put them on guard. But in this case, they do catch me doing something out of the ordinary and putting them on guard. They catch me going 3 gate, as you're gonna see real soon. But this is a pretty decent map. It's unique in that your teammate always spawns next to you. It's programmed in that way, so you never get these crazy games where you're next to the enemy on one side and you got your teammate on the other side of the map next to his enemy, and whoever wins on their side wins. It's basically 2 one-on-one battles, kind of. You're never gonna get that. You also have a shared choke right here. It's a little bit big, but that's okay. You have 2 teams sharing the one choke, and you've got 2 easily defendable natural expansions. If you can see on the map here, it's a lot of players like to defend up the ramp and do kind of a quick-ish expand after getting a couple of units or enough to defend. Now, here's Linko's probe. He sees my 3-gate build. He's seen my 4-gate build last game and beat me with it, so he's pretty confident that he can do it again. I'm not gonna stop doing this just because he's seen me. I'm actually gonna continue with my 4-gate build and go on the offensive quicker than I did last time. The mistake I made last time was not only was our offensive a bit late, it was also up against higher tech or higher tier units than we had. I had Zealots and Marines versus his Marauders and Stalkers and whatnot. Well, this time I'm going to try to catch him before he has too many of those units, or while he's still trying to build them. Now, I know it's already kind of late. He's building a bunker. Don't read this profanity here. He's building a bunker, and he's going to put his Reaper in it, which is very good against tier 1 units of all 3 races. He's expecting this attack, and this is exactly what he should be expecting. I mean, if I scout you going a 3-gateway build, you've got one choice, and that choice is to attack right away before I have a chance to do anything about it. So he's immediately dropping bunkers. He's putting his Zealots up in front in a defensive posture. He's got his Reaper inside this bunker. Now I see this and I realize, shit, I'm not gonna win. He has 4 Zealots, I have 3. He's got 2 units inside his bunker, and I've got 3 Marines. Now I got 5 Marines. This isn't gonna work. Now, a little bit about the way we like to play. When I play my 2-on-2s, I like to have one person controlling the fight. If there's 2 fights, then we have one person controlling one fight and the other person controlling the other. So that way, we don't have this strange, like, tug of war. Like, we share control. So, you know, we don't like to have 2 people controlling the same fight unless one person's controlling the melee on the ramp, the other person's controlling the range on the cliff, or something like that. So right now, I usually control the main fights, or sometimes I'll handle Reaper defense or something like that if they have Reapers in our base. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this army. I'm going to run past this bunker. Which I'm gonna run past this bunker. He's got a Marauder that slows our units down. I don't care. I'm just gonna run the fuck past this shit. And hopefully I can catch him on fair ground. Now that bunker got emptied out. He's very quick with this. I like it, the way he strategizes. He's got a superior force, so I'm not going to engage him. As you can kind of tell that they also use share control, which is why battles like this are so difficult. And what he's doing now is, what I'm doing is I attack this bunker from the front with my reinforcements. And I'm going to hold here with my reinforcements and basically suicide them while I go around the back and attack his Nexus with my initial force. Now he's going to come back with his initial force, but it's going to be too late. His Nexus is completely destroyed. That is such a dick move by me. I know. And now I'm going to engage his forces. I'm going to lose, of course, but I'm going to take out as many of his forces as possible. Because now he's only got one person producing, while the other person's kind of just stuck with probes attacking. And he's got 300 minerals, 382 gas. He needs to cancel these gateways to get his money back in order to build that Nexus. And if he doesn't do it soon, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. There you go. Actually, he canceled his stalkers, and he let his gateways go up, which I think is a bad decision. But he's going to rebuild his Nexus right now. But it's kind of late. I mean, he's got no income. He's got no income. His two stalkers came out, and he's going to have to rebuild his Nexus like right now. I mean, I'm sure he's like talking about it with his teammate, arguing and getting all angry and butthurt and wanting to rage quit. But you know what? No, they're going to stick it out. His teammate's going to go into a defensive posture. He's going to get that siege tech going with tanks to try to hold out until the toss Linko can come back from this setback. Now, we need attack right away to take advantage of this. If we let him finish this Nexus, his income's going to be back and their production's going to be back. He sends out a scout to see what we're doing. No, we're going to take you out. And you know what? You saw us here, so you know what? Might as well gonna just finish the attack and see what happens. Let's see what forces you got. You can't have too many. You have your remaining Protoss forces and those two stalkers. Everything else is Terran. Thank you for the scan, some hotful. Bad micro here. I got a zealot stuck in the back. Stupid of me. But this is not going to hold. His bunker's going to go down. He's got his SCVs trying to fix it. But Marauders are just evil against buildings and anything armored. And this is pretty much GG. He's got no army. I've got this army chasing him. The good thing about Zealots is that, sure, they're not very good, but they can chase units very well. And that allows your backup units to do whatever they need to do to, like, their bunkers or like their SCVs or like whatever critical buildings that they happen to be teching to. So Linko has left the game. And that's definitely GG. And it looks like Heredity in a fit of rage has also left the game. This was a pretty evil strategy. That was a really sweet Nexus kill, and they just didn't see it coming, unfortunately for them. Hope you enjoyed this video, and maybe you can try doing that embarrassing move on your opponent next time. See you around.